Well guys, what do we have going on here? I know what you're probably thinking. Why would you possibly buy this thing, Hudson? You have a P-pump 24 valve now. What would you do with this 3/4 ton 0102 truck? And I will tell you exactly the entire story. Now, here's a 24 valve. It's not wrecked or anything. Kind of looks like it the way it's leaning. It's just down in a hole. But here's the story. This truck, it runs and drives pretty good. It has good power, but it sucks. I don't know if I ever said this before, but it doesn't really pull a trailer all that well. Both my gooseneck, a 32-foot gooseneck, and my camper, it's like a 30-foot fifth wheel camper. It doesn't really pull them that great. I don't know if it's something with the rear suspension or even the hitch and the way it's set up, but it doesn't do well. It jerks. It has the power, it just doesn't actually pull the trailer very well. So that's one downfall. The other downfall is we all know it's rusty, and that kind of bothers me. Not so much the looks, but just, you know, that it's getting there. It's seen better days. And then the final thing is this door where it's kinked in, you see here, leaks around the outside and just makes an awful air leak, so it needs a new door. And it's a manual transmission, which I love. I love the 6-speed. It shifts awesome, but you can't have a remote start with a manual transmission, of course, which is something I kind of want, just for leaving for work in the morning and when I get off of work, so I don't have to sit there and wait for the truck to warm up. And although it does start really good, you know, down to like even 10 degrees is the coldest it's been so far this year, but it started no problem. Even though it starts there, it takes a while to warm up, and so that's just some of the things that have been irking me with that truck, and I probably could fix all of them if I really wanted to, but I just wanted to get something with automatic for be able to have remote start, and I want something I didn't have to work on, you know, just could get in and go kind of deal, and that's what I wanted to buy, and that didn't really work out for me. So here it is. It is a Duramax, if you couldn't tell by the exhaust tip and the traction bars. And I've never been a really big fan of LB7s. I've had a couple. They get good fuel mileage, but you always got to worry about the injectors, you know. That's always just in the back of my mind. So I wanted to stay away from LB7. I seen this truck about an hour away from me, fairly cheap. So I went there and looked at it. Now it's not an LB7, it's actually an LLY. The deal is, this thing actually was wrecked in Missouri, I believe. I'm not sure what happened. I haven't seen, you know, any pictures or anything. So they brought it up to Wisconsin for whatever reason. Somebody rebuilt it. It was inspected. It's now a rebuilt title. I'm not sure. You know, clearly they put this early front clip on there, probably because it was cheap. It does have early style tail lights too, so I'm not sure if the box, you can see there's green paint underneath here. Same with the cab and doors. So I'm not really sure what the story is on what all got replaced, what got damaged. The frame looks perfect on here. It's not bent or anything. It drives perfect. So no problems there. And like I said, I want something that didn't have issues. Well, this thing has, you know, it needs a new seat, or at least the bottom cushion. Headliner's falling down. Nothing major in here. And it does run and drive good. I'll fire it up for you guys. You know, it starts up like a Duramax. They all start pretty good. It's got a Bully Dog tuner, which is pretty much garbage. It's got Y bridge, intercooler pipe, other side, I'll shut it off. Pretty much a full intercooler piping kit from Whirly Fab. That pipe, the Y bridge. All this needs to be re-loomed and whatnot. The guy before me put a Exergy CP3 in it, just a Sportsman, which is I think like a stock replacement one, roughly. So that's in there. It's got the PVC reroute downpipe on it. But I thought I was getting a good truck, or you know, something that didn't really need a whole lot of work. I could just run it. And I thought I looked it over pretty good, but I did miss something, which I should have known being a LLY, but you know, I missed it. This thing needs head gaskets, and usually it builds pressure in this tank. You know, it pisses out this hose, or after you run it and then shut off, leave it overnight, this hose will be hard as a rock. This one doesn't seem to do that, but it does lose coolant. It's actually leaking from the coolant. You know, the coolant's inside the block. It's leaking out the head gasket, but it's leaking to the outside, not into the combustion chamber. So on this passenger side rear is where it's leaking. So I'm gonna have to do head gaskets on this thing. At the same time, it will be studded as well. You might as well while it's apart. So that's the plan. Kinda sucks, but I got a pretty cheap, good price on this thing. It's got lower miles for Duramax, 199, so it's got pretty much brand new tires on it. Massive traction bars. Got a gooseneck, and well, that's one of the fifth wheel rails in it. I gotta add the other one. So the plan is I'm gonna sell the P-Pump truck. It was fun to build, it was fun to do, but the truck, honestly, I should have just realized wasn't worth it in the beginning, you know. Not saying it's a bad truck, just saying, you know, I could have picked a better truck to do it on. So I'm gonna try and sell that, put a little bit of money and time into here, throw head studs and new head gaskets in here, and then probably just do small stuff, you know, tow mirrors, headlights, tail lights, tint, and EFI Live, of course. So that's the plan with this truck. I'm excited. You know, it's been a while since I've been in Duramax, and I've always liked them. I've had enough of them, probably like 6 or 7 at least. So I've done head gaskets on a LB7 and a LBZ, never LLY, so that'll be a little bit fun. They're pretty much the same thing, so I'm not worried about my ability to do it. So there she is, guys. If you got any questions, let me know. Once I sell the P-Pump truck, I'll be doing all the work to this one. So I'll make a video on how to do head gaskets and studs on LLY. So it should be pretty interesting. Really not a bad job, but I'll show you guys all about it. And there you go. It's got the full center console. Don't mind my tools and crap. So neither of these rear doors open. Gotta fix that too. And before anyone says, man, that's an ugly truck being an extended cab long box, I just want you guys to know that this is my absolute favorite combination of a truck ever. I love extended cab long box trucks. I've had several, and they're by far my favorite, so I don't even want to hear that. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, that's all there is to say about it, really. I guess, yeah, it's leaking right back in there, not that you can see real well, but the EGR is deleted because of the Y bridge and all that stuff. So I'm gonna, and it just has a blocker plate right now. I'm gonna cap that off, weld that up, and we'll be good there when I do the head gasket. So there she is, guys. Be ready for some more videos on the old LLY. Thanks for watching.